What's up guys, Jay here again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the new patch changes that will be coming into the Nexus next week, anticipating Tuesday, along with the release of Dehaka in the new map, and also the ban modes. So these series of videos and segments I'm going to do today, there's going to be about 7. They're going to be covering individually all the heroes that will be affected as far as talents and changes, nerfs and buffs, in next week's patch. So in this video specifically, I'm going to be covering Gall, Greymane, Illidan, Jaina, and Kael'thas from the Assassin section. And then the preceding videos will kind of cover the rest of the Assassins, Specialists, Support, and Warriors in chronological order. So let's start off with Gall. So Cho'Gall, typically a hero that can really pack a punch in a team that really has a lot of as far as communication, chemistry, has a game plan, and it's picked on the right in certain maps. So just simple change. Gall can now use Shove and Eye Kilrog while riding the Dragonite or Garden Terror. I think this is a pretty nice change. I'm not really a fan of Shove to begin with, but Eye Kilrog is insane. The range and vision that it gives is crazy. The fact that you can cast pretty much a huge circle of vision at a pretty long range at your own disposal, and you have 4 charges is crazy. And this will allow Cho'Gall to be kind of more viable taking the Dragonite or Garden Terror, even though it does kind of, you put 2 heroes into one kind of objective monster. This will allow Gall to kind of still use his abilities while in the terror, so it'll be pretty nice. If we move on to Greymane. So for Greymane, Greymane's basic attacks in human have received some responsiveness improvements. So basically, auto attacking, stutter stepping, registering the attacks faster will feel a little bit more smooth for the common player. Have a little bit more smoother gameplay, a little bit more comfortable for a lot of people to play him. Even though auto attacks for him is pretty great, I think this change will pretty much improve the way he feels, if not how he feels already. And also for his ultimate, Marked for Kill, they increase the range and speed of the bullet. So yeah, what could this do? Obviously, kind of the cream of the crop, the food of choice for Greymane right now is his Go for the Throat ult. Can't really argue with that. That ult is amazing for finishing kills, kind of gaining the momentum in team fights, being extremely unpredictable, and a lot of burst damage is what Greymane excels in. So pretty much this kind of adds a little bit more viability to Mark for Kill, but I still think it's kind of a niche pick. Great for picking people off, great for setting up unpredictable kills. I could see this being used prior to a fight, and you place it on, like, if you can land on a medic and engage on some other enemy hero in the midst of the fight, just switch onto the medic by clicking Marked for Kill again. I feel like that'll be pretty crazy. And increasing the range, that's pretty insane. I don't know what the range of it is already, but the speed of it will make it a little bit easier to land. It will kind of put you in a better position as far as not being too close or trying to, like, really force the connect for the Marked for the Kill. So I think it'll be pretty nice. So the big changes, Illidan. Finally, Illidan has gotten some love. He hasn't been nerfed, he hasn't been changed, he hasn't been buffed in the past like 6-7 patches. So now this hero has received some significant changes. I'll cover this right now. So Shadow Shield, Regeneration Master, Seasoned Marksman, Follow Through, First Aid, Giant Killer, Blood for Blood, Stone Skin, all removed. So pretty much the kind of the basic talents that you see amongst a lot of heroes, they're all taken off of Illidan's talent kit, and they're pretty much reworked them. So beginning, they increase his health by about 200. Health regeneration increased at least about 0.8. Attack speed increased, so pretty much just buffed his base stats. So pretty nice. New level 1 talent, Unending Hatred. Permanently gain zero point 0.1 basic attack for each enemy minion killed nearby, and 1 damage for each enemy hero. So that'll allow him, with his great kind of clearing technique with his immolation, trying to get some stacks, make him scale better for the late game, and also just killing. Like one damage, pretty basic, but can definitely stack as much as kind of what his preceding changes allow him to do. So which I'll get into. For the 16 talent, Fiery Brand, new talent. Every 4th consecutive basic attack against the same enemy hero deals damage equal to 6% of the target's maximum health. That is absolutely insane. 6%. That is, for a tank, that's almost double what Giant Killer does, I want to say. Illidan itself already attacks extremely fast, and it increases attack speed. He's gaining health. He has abilities that increase his attack speed. His mobility's increased. I feel like this ability is going to be absolutely insane. I like it how it's a 16 talent, because this talent can be pretty detrimental and pretty OP if it was in like a 13 talent slot. So I like it's a 16 talent because that thing's pretty crazy. That's like a crazy talent. So, Betrayer's Thirst trait. Receiving changes. The healing that it gives you is increased by double, so up to 40%. Thrill of Battle removed. Thirsting Blade redesigned and moved to 7. Increases Betrayer's Thirst healing from 40% of basic attack damage to 60% of basic attack damage. So again, a 20% buff on that talent. Hunter's Onslaught moved from 16 to 7. So that pretty much Fiery Brand replaced this talent, and they moved this talent down to 7. Healing increased, healing increased from 15% to 25% of ability damage done. So I don't know if this talent's going to be chosen a lot. It kind of, I mean, you're going to be using your abilities a lot because of his trait in general. Every time you land an auto attack, it reduces your cooldowns. But this could be good, this could be not. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, we'll see what it does after the patch hits next week. So as far as dive, lunge is removed. Friend or foe is moved to level 4. It no longer reduces the cooldown when you dive on enemy hero, or ally hero, sorry. And it also increases the dive range by 33%. So that's pretty nice. Rapid Chase, movement speed actually reduced to 15%. So that kind of combats all his buffs. Make sure he's not super sticky on a hero, and people just can't outrun him, and then he pretty much just delete heroes. That's a pretty good kind of compensation to all his buffs. Reflexive buff, or reflexive block, no longer triggers by evasion. Casting Dive now provides 3 block charges. Each charge reduces damage taken from the next incoming basic attack by 75%. So something that we got to highlight is that for block now, they increased it from 50% up to 75%, so a 25% increase. That's pretty nice. And for Marked for Death, talent redesigned and moved from 4 to 16. Dive deals an additional 230 damage, 4% per level, each time it's cast against the same target within 10 seconds. So, I don't know, so it pretty much deals an additional 203 damage each time it's cast against the same target within 10 seconds. So, it's going to be pretty much a give or take between the Fiery Brand at level 16, but this can scale tremendously. I think the cooldown for dive is about 6 seconds, and your auto attack to reduce that cooldown. So every time you dive on a same enemy hero when you're chasing, 230 additional damage at the dive. So that's going to be freaking insane. I don't know what to think of that, but it's going to be sweet to see how that comes into play. It's pretty much great for mages too. Sweeping Strike. So damage bonus reduced from 43, reasonable. Couple talents removed, fail reach, second sweep, battered assault. Hitting 2 or more enemy heroes with Sweeping Strike increases its damage from 35% to 100%. That's, I don't know what to think of that. That's going to be insane. Immolation moved from 4 to 1. The damage is reduced, but that's pretty nice. It gives them some lane clear, lane presence. That's actually a pretty nice change. I don't know what talents is going to be on the same level as that now. I don't know if the shield's at level 1 or not, but we'll see. Unbound. So talent moved from 13 to 4. Now also reduces the cooldown of Sweep and Strike by 5 seconds if it doesn't hit any enemies. So it's kind of like Li Ming's Aether Walker Blink. So that's pretty nice. New talent. Level 13, Nimble Defender. Hitting an enemy hero with Sweep and Strike grants resistance for 2 seconds. New talent. Level 16 for Blades of Azeroth. Also kind of a choice between the Fiery Brand or the what was it called? The Dive talent. Oh, this one here, Mark for Death. So another choice. So they're adding the 16 talents, which is pretty much the late game boost talents. Hitting an enemy hero with Sweep and Strike grants 1 Blades of Azeroth stack, up to 5 maximum stacks. Upon earning 5 stacks, Blades of Azeroth is activated to get 75% basic attack damage for 8 seconds. Activation consumes all stacks. So that's pretty much a kind of gain charges, and then when you're in the right position to deal the most damage, that's when you pop that guy, and you're pretty much melting people. So that's gonna be pretty crazy. As far as evasion, duration increased from 2 to 2.5. New talent, Elusive Strike, reduces evasion's cooldown by 3 seconds for every hero damage with Sweep and Strike. So pretty much, level 13 pretty much increases your survivability. So basically, every time you use Sweep and Strike, you reduce the cooldown evasion by 3 seconds, not counting the auto attack changes or the auto attack reduced cooldowns when you attack an enemy hero. So that's going to be scaling crazy. Sixth Sense talent. Ability damage reduction increased from 50 up to 75%. Now only affects the first 2 abilities that would deal damage while evasion is active. A Metamorphosis no longer increases attack speed. Health bonus increased by about 2 or 20. Demonic Form talent now increases your attack speed bonus by 20%. The Hunt, Nowhere to Hide talent, it's pretty much 20 talent. Now passive reveals all enemy heroes who are below 25% health. So that's pretty nice. That'll allow for good snipes and stuff. So pretty much showing his base kit as far as talents. And if you go on to Jaina, Bolt of the Storm removed. So it pretty much reduces her survivability kit off 20. But they did move her ice block from 13 to 20. So she's becoming really fragile. This is kind of a nerf. Don't really know what to think about it yet, but definitely after I read these Kael'thas changes in the next video, it's gonna be absolutely insane. Kael'thas is gonna like flip off the charts. So yeah, that's about it for today's segment, or first segment. Next video, I know I said I was gonna review Kael'thas this time, but next video I'm gonna go over Kael'thas. Let's see. I'm going to be going over Kael'thas, Kerrigan, Lunara, the Butcher, and Tychus. So, yep, stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to you guys later.